In this video, I'm going to be going over the intervals of increase and decrease of graphs. So we're going to look at a quadratic function here, and you can see this red line is the function I'm referring to. And we're going to look for where this graph is increasing versus where it is decreasing. And to think about this, I like to imagine that I'm here at Six Flags on a little roller coaster. And as I'm going down the roller coaster, I want to think about where's the roller coaster going down? Whee! And then when does the roller coaster start to climb up the hill? So see how we go up, up, up. Those are the intervals of increase and decrease. So as we go down, whee, that's the interval of decrease. And then we get to a point where the roller coaster changes direction and it starts to increase up the hill. So for this graph, we see an interval of increase starting here and continuing up, 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 up. That is our interval of increase. Whereas the beginning of the graph, where we started on our roller coaster all the way down, was the interval of decrease. Now we want to write these intervals so that we know where on the graph it is increasing or decreasing. And when we do that, we want to look at for what x values is it increasing or decreasing. So we know that it started increasing here at this point. Okay, so what is the x value for that point? Well, that's at x equals 2. So we begin our interval of increase at x equals 2. And then it increases forever and ever and ever. Remember, the graph goes on forever and ever and ever. So as we continue to move towards the right, we are going towards positive infinity on the x-axis. So this interval is from 2 to infinity. Now for the interval of decrease. Now in our minds, like visually, we can see that the graph starts here on our paper. But remember that the graph really starts all the way to the left forever and ever and ever, all the way down at negative infinity for the x values. Starting all the way as left as far as you could go, all the way down up until this point right here, the graph would be decreasing. So our graph decreases starting from where the graph begins all the way to the left at negative infinity. And it stops decreasing when it gets to this turning point here at x equals 2. So those are the intervals of increase and decrease for this graph.